How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be talking about should Christians listen to secular music, worldly music. So let's get right into it. The purpose of music is designed solely for worship and to give you peace and to soothe you. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Reading the Bible, King David primarily used music for the purpose of worship. We can see Psalms 4:1, 6:1, 54:1, 55:1, 61:1, 67:1, 76:1. You can look up all those verses if you want. However, when King Saul was tormented by evil spirits, he would call on David to play his harp, and it would soothe him. You can read that at 1 Samuel 16:14 through 23. I'll leave it up to you to go check that out on your own. Now, let's get one thing out of the way. The Bible nowhere condemns particular styles of music. It says, it doesn't really say in there that Christians can only listen to bluegrass and hymns from, your local church. It doesn't say that. So that's where the Christians today and the old Pentecost, I'm Pentecostal, but that's where the old Christians, old-time believers, I'm an old-time believer, but this is where they fall into a trap and they fall into their own ideas. It doesn't really say what kind of music to play, because I am a musician. I love to play my guitar and I solo. I make my own music up, and I'm not watching worldly people. I'm not watching worldly guitarists to get my ideas. I'm making them all up in my head, and I feel that God gives me that because God gave me the gift to play, because I never had a lesson a day in my life, and I'm pretty good. I don't like to boast, but I'm pretty decent. So because I like the blues style, I like a little bit of rap, and I like a little bit of, upbeat music. So it's not, we don't condemn particular styles of music. Now, here's where we get into listening to worldly music. Should a Christian listen to worldly music? Now, we had a video on should Christians watch horror movies, and the verses in that could apply to this also. Should Christians listen to worldly music? Well, a lot of people try to get around this. They try to make their own videos, and they're really popular on here about how, you can listen to worldly music to it. But you have to look at where the music's coming from and who's singing it. So when it comes to listening to worldly music, as a Christian, I don't think you should, because Lil Wayne, Drake, all these people, they rap about, rock stars sing about, country singers sing about, they sing everything that's against the Bible. Rap, talks about sex, drugs, they flaunt their money around, they're prideful, and they love money in their videos, they love what they have, they love themselves, and the Bible speaks against that. So if you're entertaining yourself with that, if you're feeling your spirit with that, what comes in will come out. And there's cussing in it, and people say, well, I don't listen to the explicit version, I get the one that's, dubbed out. It doesn't matter. Now, when we go to country music, mostly country music is partying, driving down a dirt road, drinking beer. It's always got something in there, lusting after women. So when we get to rock and roll, old 70s rock, we have to be very careful what we listen to, because that stuff is very demonic. AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, this stuff is demonic. If you really study the singers and the guitar players, they will tell you that they had demon spirits come over them to write the songs. They have demon spirits to come over them to make them play the way they do. They don't remember shows because they said they feel like a demon. This is what they say. They feel like a demon enters them. I don't believe you should listen to worldly music, because we have to be pure. We have to have a clean mind. We have to have a pure heart, and we can't do that with this music today, because the music today is garbage. Even with some of the Christian music, it's garbage. You have to be very careful what you listen to. Some of the Christian music is demonic, and I don't understand why these Christian bands, they tour with unbelievers. They tour with these big bands, these worldly bands that worship Satan, and they say, well, we don't really broadcast that we're a Christian because we don't want to push it on nobody. Then in the next sentence they say, we're trying to be a light to these people. I don't see the problem. Well, the problem is that you're lowering your standards, and I'm not talking about holier than thou. You're lowering your godly standards to go touring. You're taking a part in what they're doing. So when these bands tour with these worldly musicians, they go out, they do their thing, they entertain the demons, and people are screaming around, partying, and they're probably drinking also down there. And then they let the Christian bands out, and I hear no difference. I hear no difference between the Christian band and the worldly band. So the Bible says test the spirits, and I test it, and some of it's just garbage. I don't even like it. They shouldn't even be have a Christian label. It doesn't make any sense. Music is very powerful. Music can change the way you think, your feelings. It'll make you want to do things. When I was in the world, I used to listen to music, and it, make me want to drive 110 down the highway, or it make me want to, beat somebody up, or it'd make me depressed, or it'd make me sad. I'd want to cry. So we have to be very careful what kind of music we do listen to, because it toys with our emotions, because there's spirits connected to music. And when we listen to true gospel music, like I said, I'm not talking about all music's bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when we listen to music, we have to be very careful what we listen to, because it could affect our spiritual life. It can affect our walk with God. And when it comes to Christian music, just be sure it's worshiping God. And if you want to know some great bands, rap bands, like kind of rockish bands or blues bands, or like a country style band, there's tons of Christian bands that really worship God that has that style of music. Don't let somebody tell you that there's only one particular style of music that you can listen to, and that's bluegrass. I've heard that growing up too. It's not true, because the Bible doesn't condemn any particular music. The Bible says that we're not supposed to be a part of the world, we're supposed to be in it. So the way I look at it, I look at things like this. If Christian people are doing the same things that sinners are doing, then there's no difference. There's no difference there. There's no light being shined there. Because when a Christian gets amongst a bunch of sinners, the Christian should be the light, and they should be different. They should make a difference, and people will reject you. People will hate you. And you should stand out. You should stand out like a nail sticking out on a fence. You should stand out. Everybody should catch you. There's a nail sticking out on a fence, and it catches your arm, it cuts you. That's how we're supposed to be as Christians. We're supposed to stick out. People are supposed to notice us. We're not supposed to be like going around saying, I'm a Christian, standing up, I'm going to preach to you. We're supposed to be a light and tell them we're Christians, but we should already have it in us. We should already walk in a room, people are like, whoa, I know he's a Christian, just by the way he acts. And I'm proud to say I am a Christian, and that's the way I act. And I'm not holier than thou or anything, but I just encourage you to be careful, to really watch what the devil does, because he tries to deceive you. The devil has no power of you, but he tries to deceive you. But he's a stupid devil, and he can't deceive me. I'm telling you, he's stupid. And once you open your eyes up and figure out how stupid the devil is, he tries to paint this big picture. He tries to make it look real good, and it's not. It's a dead-end road. The picture is a brick wall. So be very careful in what you listen to. I encourage you to get on your face, seek God about the music that you're listening to. And if you truly have a heart for God, if you truly want to live after Him, He will answer you. He will tell you. So I hope this video encouraged you to really pray and seek God and really check yourself. Jesus is coming back, and He's coming back for a church that's ready. And if you're not ready, you will be left behind. And when you get up there, He'll say, depart from me, and you'll burn in hell for eternity. You won't be partying down there. You won't be with your buddies. You'll be burning in hell, just wanting a drop of water. So I hope this video encouraged you. I just want to let sinners and Christians know that I love them, and God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys next time.